Saturday! Saturday! It's like 2 o'clock in the morning where I live. Well, yeah, so in this video I'm going to be answering questions that we got from other INFPs and people that are following this blog. Okay, so let's get down to business. What is your favorite Disney movie? Okay, it took me a really long time to decide this, but I think my favorite Disney movie right now is Tangled. I just love Tangled. And then the lanterns, they're so magical, and they're like, oh, I'm flying across the sky, and then they're on the boat, and they put their flowers in the hair, and then oh, I just love it. I just love everything about it, and it's so cute, and I'm just like, why is my life so boring compared to this? Okay, let's go on to the next question. What is my biggest aspiration in life? I have a lot of really unrealistic aspirations. So far at this point in my life, I do not have a lot of stuff planned. I know that I would like to write a book. I don't really care if I publish it because it'll just be good enough for me to have finished something like that. And also, I would like to become an animator. Unrealistic expectation here. I would love to work for like Disney or Pixar. I would love to work for Studio Ghibli. Of course, that is in my fantasy dream world where I can speak Japanese. Do you go to school? If so, where? What do you study? And would you study something different if you could? I go to a really crappy high school called Hilo High. The equivalent of like a gangster in Hawaii is like a moke. And these mokes at my school make it, like, really unpleasant for people who go there trying to get, like, a legitimate education. Just for an example, there was a girl in my art class, and the teacher's like, oh, share something you know about art. And she's like, oh, mister, something I know about art is that I hate it. And I'm like, what is your favorite / least favorite expression, and why? There's an expression that I really don't like, and that is every cloud has a silver lining. I mean, I understand it's important to see the good in situations, but there are just some clouds that do not have a silver lining. And my favorite expression is, even though it's really cliche, I really like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, because I am just so, like, appalled with people that think that like, beauty is, like, one thing, and that you have to be, like, this certain combination of traits, or something that you're looking at has to be a certain way in order to be able to appreciate it. The best sandwich? Well, that's pretty easy. The best sandwich is Nutella with little cut-up bananas, and then you just put 2 pieces of bread on top of those items, and it is amazing. If you haven't tried it, I feel very bad for you. What is your anagram? I am a 4-wing 5, which is very INFP because I just want someone to love me! What is my favorite song? In an Aeroplane Over the Sea by Neutral Milk Hotel. I love that song for like the longest time. It's like, it's one of those songs you just don't get tired of, and the lyrics are like, dang, bro. Like, how can you not like that song? Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what the worst day of my life is. I just consulted my handy dandy journal, and I think I found a really good day to describe to you guys. I'm just going to highlight the main points. September 15th, 2011. Dearest Diary, today was terrible, and I want to explode into a Googleplex of niblets. I ended up waking up at 2 a.m. I don't know why, but I just love turtlenecks, and I was wearing my favorite turtleneck, and I fell in the mud and, like, ripped the sleeve, like, all the way down. Oh, then I had a math test. Okay, and here's a little interesting detail about my life. I have been asked out by one person in my life, and that was on this day, and it was terrible. So, like, I've been hanging out with my friend, and, like, her boyfriend at the library, and I guess they had this mutual friend that had just started going to our school. I don't know, I just started talking to him, and we had, like, nothing in common. Basically, so on September 15th, 2011, he sent his friend who was my friend's boyfriend at the time, to go and ask me out. And I don't understand why this happened to me. And it was really terrible because I was like,
I don't really know who this person is because I've only talked to them like twice.
And they're like,
oh, okay, that's, I'll just tell him that.
I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god. So basically I saw him like a few hours later, and he just comes up to me, and I swear I was gonna like have a heart attack and die. And then the bell rang, and I like ran like I was being chased by some kind of rabid animal to class, and I have not spoken to him since. If you could go anywhere, where would you go? Okay, well, I would want to go to the Studio Ghibli Museum in Tokyo because it looks so coolio. They have, like, oh my god, they have, like, all this art, and they play short films you can only see there, and there's, like, a restaurant where they serve Studio Ghibli-themed food, and they have, like, a garden, and it just looks like the best thing. Well, good night, INFPs. This has been Saturday, Catterday, Bella.